Chapter 21 Sri Sadguru said, "The man lacking in true wisdom suffers, developing a feeling of mind attachment towards all perishable things and mortal kinsmen. The husband becomes grief stricken at the death of his beloved, soft hearted, and amicable wife who has given birth to many children. The parents experience untold sorrow when their intelligent, humble, and most beloved son becomes a prey to Yama, the god of death. When the parents who dutifully protect and take care of the child die, leaving him alone, he undergoes limitless suffering in the world. No man of the world can prevent or control or check Kala, death, applying any tool like chanting of mantras or practicing tantra or utilizing his knowledge that has been acquired so far. Thus, this earth is the asylum of countless sufferings and sorrows and is ever waiting to be swallowed by Yama. Consequently, the realized ones ignore this world, concentrating on absolute being, Bhagavan. Those who nurture in their hearts loving devotion to the Lord of the universe, who is eternal, absolute being, Lord Shri Vasudeva, are never seen to have worries and sorrows of any kind. An illustrious Vaishnava named Poondana Pandita lived in Kerala once. He was praised by all sadhus without any exception. He was blessed with everlasting poise and composure. He was a strict adherent to the truth and was a man of wisdom. He was compassionate and tolerant to all beings and looked at all with equal vision. He was blessed with a son by Lord Shri Krishna. Along with his beloved wife, he was showering affection on that child ceaselessly. Overwhelmed with his love and affection for that child, he was spending all his time in fondling him, attending on him, and enjoying his prattlings. Consulting his relatives and Brahmanas, he eagerly decided to celebrate the first birthday of the child in a grand fashion. All the invited relatives and Vedic Brahmanas reached the house of the Pandita, beautifully decorated for the special occasion. There was a lot of pomp and splendor in the house of the Pandita. He welcomed and worshipped. He welcomed and honored all the guests. In the meantime, the beautifully dressed child, adorned with jewels, died unexpectedly. Alas, who can vanquish Kala, death? Finding the child dead, the mother, along with the assembled relatives, screamed, lamented, and wept bitterly. At the sight of the dead body, the Pandita gained true knowledge, colored fully by total dejection. That very moment he left the house, forgetting even his upper garment. Totally detached, the noble man, Poondana Pandita, reached Sri Guruvayur. Standing at the entrance of Sri Krishna temple, he cried aloud. The Pandita lamented, "O Vasudeva, Master of the universe, Ocean of mercy, Achyuta, Janardana, please lift me up from this ocean of samsara into which I have drowned. Those who lack in wisdom are drowned in this ocean of samsara, from where finding food is difficult. They accumulate sorrows by cherishing love for the material body. I am taking shelter in you, considering you to be my child, induced by Vatsalya Bhava, parental love for the child. You are omniscient, eternal, immortal, and you are the very personification of divine bliss and the abode of divine beauty. Hence, O Lord, please console me at once. I am cherishing filial love for you and I am fondly calling out for you. Please save me, your father, who has surrendered to you." Sri Sadguru said, when Mahatma Poondana Pandita prayed thus, Lord Guruvayurappa, Sri Krishna, gracefully appeared before him. The Lord was wearing a pair of tinkling anklets studded with precious beads and gems. He was lotus eyed and was adorned with peacock plumes. He had the dazzling bluish brilliance of Shiripa flower, Kayambu, and was unclad. His form was full of divine enchantment and beauty. His countenance resembled the full moon. The Pandita looked again and again at Lord Krishna, Damodara, the ocean of mercy, the robber stealing butter, the most enchanting and handsome child, and the beloved son of Nandagopa, and experienced immeasurable joy and divine bliss. The divine child of bluish brilliance radiated happiness and addressed the Pandita as father. He sat on his lap and provided him immense joy. The Pandita embraced Lord Krishna, the overlord of all creation, with great parental affection and experienced limitless joy. He totally forgot his dead son. Thus, Lord Govinda is the only refuge of all grief-stricken people who have to undergo sufferings due to death. Hence, one should fasten all kinds of familial ties with Sri Krishna, the spouse of Devi Lakshmi, and worship him as one's relative. He is the sole and eternal kinsman who can eradicate all sorrows. Thus, the life stories of noble men are narrated to the best of my ability by the grace of Lord Sri Krishna. What else would you like to hear from me? Thus ends chapter 21 entitled Poondana Pandita Charitam 1 of Book 1 of Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.